Hello guys, any guesses where are we and what are we riding? Well, I don't think this bike needs an introduction at all. This is the Triumph, the all-new Triumph Daytona 660, and boy oh boy what a bike this is. I am really impressed by the smoothness that this thing offers. Can you hear this thing accelerate? Oh my days. What a thing this is. Okay, so the new Daytona is a successor to the older Daytona 675R, which was a race derived motorbike, but this is a much more relaxed and sort of a sports tourer bike. It has got much lesser horsepower, much more touring capabilities, and what else? A lower red line. So this engine is not that insanely high revving engine. So the engine that is on this bike, it has been picked from it's an inline 3 660cc, and it was picked straight from Triumph 660, but it has been tuned to make about 14 more horses, and most of the power, the change, basically the power that has been added to this thing, it's in the top, in the rev ceiling. So this thing revs to about, I guess, 14 something thousand RPM. That is exactly what I see on the dash. 14 is the rev limit. Alrighty. What I think this is. Who says intimidating? Are you kidding me? No. This thing is a very friendly thing. You know what I ride? Now, obviously, I have ridden bikes, big bikes, very big bikes, bigger than this one. But I would still say this thing is very accommodating, very friendly. It begs you to rev it, begs you to ride hard. Such is the character of this bike. I absolutely love it. Insane. So the changes that they've done is this thing now gets a fully adjustable separate function forks in the front. They come from Showa. So the second thing, so the revised airbox has been moved from under the seat to somewhere between the front and the tank of the bike. So what do you say? Is that a right position? Oh, well, obviously that is where your airbox should be, for allowing it to squeeze in, suck in maximum amount of air to make that much more horsepower that this thing makes. Now, it has only been about 5 to 6 minutes of me riding this thing, and I can already feel the heat onto my legs. So yeah, that is something. What brakes this thing has! What brakes! Oh, what brakes! Okay, so there is no vibration at all whatsoever and this thing revs immediately. The moment you roll the throttle, you'll find this thing hitting the red line. So very much engaging for that matter. People telling you that this thing doesn't ride hard are idiots, I believe. So you don't have to believe them. You don't have to think twice before making decision of buying this insane machine. It's very tractable, man. I mean, in the 6th gear I'm doing 80, and here is what happens when I pull. Yeah, 140. Huh. What is 140? What is even 140 for this thing? Yeah, there's definitely the heft. It's not a very sharp turning machine. I mean, it's not like the other race bred bikes in which they will turn the moment you point it in a certain direction. This is definitely not that, but yeah, it does the job, and it does it very nicely, let me tell you that. So all in all, it's a great bike, and let's just roll down the gas and here are the engines. Oh my goodness, dude! What a bike! The guy from oh, okay, so because of the speed, or I do not know, maybe the vibrations, the mirrors have angled in. I have to reach out for the mirrors, man. That is not nice. That's not nice. That shouldn't happen. But I mean, what can we do even? What can we do? Huh. So the seat height, there's not much. I'll have to check for the specs, but this thing is only, it must be somewhere close to 790-800 meters of seat height. This is not much. I'm looking for the showroom guy. I don't know where he is. I have no clue. So this is a safety feature which has been added to the bike. You can't turn the engine on unless you hold the clutch. So only when you hold the clutch you can give the ignition. Yeah, that is how it's done. Damn, that is why I love triple cylinders the most. Why, you ask? Well, it's a simple question. Because it has got the mid-range. Unlike the 2 cylinders or the 4 cylinders, the 4 cylinders are more in the higher rev range. That is where they perform, and the 2 cylinders have got that kick in the lower rev ranges. That is where they got all the torque. But this thing, the inline 3, it's evenly spread, the horsepower and the torque figures, and that is what helps it to perform in the way it does. It's beautiful. You've got power and torque almost everywhere, and that is not normal. That, my friends, is not normal. Anyway, I think we should set off. There's still a lot to talk. So the sitting position, it's nice, it's sporty. I am 5'6". I can flat foot. Yes, I can. The ground clearance on this thing is pretty adequate for the Indian roads. And the suspension, see, I am having to go through all the bumps and shit that Gurgaon has, and I'm not feeling a thing. This is just so nicely done. The bike is very, very nicely accommodating. It fits. I fit in the bike really well. The front brakes are amazing, man. Look at this. Wow. Oh, wow. What a confidence-inspiring machine. Now, you can consider this bike over the more sportier bikes for touring, but if I'm being completely honest with you, this thing, I am a fit person, man, and I have started getting a backache in my lower back. So let me tell you that this thing is gonna give you a hard time when you go touring on this machine. But the dynamics, the chassis, the way it behaves when you corner it, when you flick it, the suspension, the brakes, the engine. Man, this is a bang for the buck, and I'm riding it in a good weekend traffic on a Saturday in Gurugram, and the bike is amazing, dude. Hands down, the best middleweight for the Indian roads. You know, if you're getting this bike as a second bike to keep in your garage, you can definitely do that. Now, if I'm being completely honest with you, this is not a bike which you can daily, because yeah, so you cannot do that. But the good thing is that if you occasionally want to do that, yeah, you can do that even in this much traffic, because it's a goddamn manageable bike. It's very light for its stature, very light for its grandeur. The amount of power it has, the amount of performance that it has to offer is not translated into its weight. It's a very light bike. It's somewhere close to 200 kgs, maybe less. I do not know. I'll check the stats, and it's going to be displayed on the screen now. Yeah. So to sum up my review for the Daytona 660R, I have only praises about this thing. I mean, even if I do nitpicking, I can't find one. Even if I so badly want to find something not nice to speak about this bike, I just can't. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's the dash. I mean, it's not a LCD or whatever, the higher spec, you know, dash that the things get these days. Maybe it does not have that, but who wants that? Don't you have? Yeah, right, that is what I meant. You do not need any of that. I'm so sorry. So to sum it up, it is a very nice bike, and I'll tell you who can get this bike, who should get this bike, anybody who's looking for a middleweight who has a budget of about 12, 13, 14 lakhs is targeting at about somewhere close to 80-90 bhp per bike, which will be good for beginners. No, sorry, I'm in India. No, not for beginners, but for semi pro riders. This thing is a very, very nice deal. Very nice deal. Here's how the bike looks. It looks absolutely amazing, and especially in this color scheme. This is a matte black color scheme, which looks absolutely brilliant, and the green accents on it, I mean, wow, what a thing. So people have reported, and people have not liked the rear end because it has been kept the same as the Triumph 660s. But then the thing is that changing the subframe would not have been a smart option, and this seat is wide enough for your luggage to be kept onto it and fastened to it. So it's wide enough. From the rear, it's a pretty damn amazing bike. I mean, that aluminum swing arm, lightweight, and the rear disc doesn't seem big, and also doesn't perform that way. And the tires, if we talk about, they are the Michelin Pass 6, which is the perfect tire for these conditions because it is not that sporty. It has got treads in the panels, in the fairings. They have smartly given gaps which are big enough for the heat to escape. I guess that is the case is same on both the sides. Yeah, it is the same. And you get a quick shifter with this thing, which is amazing. Yeah, one more thing about that, I told you the suspension, it's a separate function big piston fork Showa suspension, and you've got adjustability on the clutch lever. I guess yeah, that's the same for the brakes. You've got adjustability, 5-step adjustability. The mirrors are something, yeah, this is one bad point which I do not like about the bike, because when you are speeding, I do not know what is the reason behind them turning inside. It can be anything. This is definitely not vibration. It must be the resistance from the wind which makes it turn inwards. Well, you've got two big rotors in the front. Performance is absolutely at par with any other bike in this segment. So yeah, that is my review and walk around of the Daytona 660. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching the Quickshifters, and I'll see you in the next one.